You know, oil and water just don't mix. And here is a perfect display of that magically. Just the four aces, ace of spades that is, all alike, and four jacks of hearts. The reason for this other one over here is just as a marker. You see, when I turn them face down like this, you can't remember easily which is which, but you know that the jacks of hearts are over here. Now here's where I mix them. You see, a jack goes from this pile right into the middle of the other aces. And now I will take one of those aces, place it right here, and cut it into the mix. All I do is cast a shadow, though, across the jack. You see, that gives me 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. 4 jacks. And, of course, the aces. Let's up the ante just a little bit, shall we? Let's do it this way. A moment ago I moved 1 card. Now I will move 2 and 2. 2 from here to there, and 2 from there to here, but all I do is cast a shadow. And there they are, the 1, 2, 3, 4 jacks. And over here, look at that. The 4 aces. Just that cleanly. Now the first time I moved 1 and then 2. Why don't we move 3? 3 and 3. Just like that. Are you ready? You know what's interesting? Just the other day, a little boy said, what if the jack of hearts is over here? I said, well then let's put him over there. All I do is cast a shadow. And you see the jacks, of course, are all there. And of course the aces.
Oh gosh. Oh, wow.
Like oil and water.
That is great.
Now it's time for the explanation of oil and water. Of course, you know that oil and water do not mix, and that's the theme we're trying to strive for this mystery. I have 5 6s, so 4 and 4, in this case 4 aces. You need duplicate cards, obviously, for this mystery. This extra one goes to the side. This helps denote exactly where the 6s are while these are face down. Remember, that's part of your presentation. The first phase of this is as follows. One of the 6s goes up here, and you place it right in the middle. Square these up, place them on the table. You tell your audience, of course, one of the aces comes down here to the 6s. You put it on top of the pack like this. This is kind of an exposed, exploded view, so to speak. And you say, now we're going to cut the cards. Where I will cut them is above the bottommost card. So this ace goes on top, and now we cut the cards. The audience has no idea how you have cut those cards. But here's the position you were in. You are ready for an Elmsley count because this ace is in the 3rd position down. Similarly, up here, that 6 is in the 3rd position down. So, you begin after you have mixed the 2 cards, the pack goes face up, and you Elmsley count, showing that they have separated. All 6s here. Remember, when the Elmsley count is over, that ace will be at the very top of the pack when I turn it over. You scoop up the front group, which is of course all aces. You do your Elmsley count again, and those are all 4 aces apparently. Remember where that 6 is, in this top position. Turn that pack over. Now you are going to up the ante, so to speak. The first time I moved 1 card back and forth. Now you're going to move 2. By picking up these 2, which is an ace and a 6, and picking up the 2 at the front, you drop these forward and these come back. What's very nice about this is it automatically puts the card in Elmsley count position again. Remember, your audience believes you just moved 2 aces down here. You can now Elmsley count again and show all 6s. You can Elmsley count up here again, showing all aces. The audience believed, of course, there had to be at least 2 extras here and 2 extras here that you switched. But now they have separated a second time. The third time now you are going to separate them in the most interesting manner. First time you did 1 card, second time you did 2, now you're going to do 3. Because of the Elmsley count, remember where this card is. Now what I do is I pull 3 out from the bottom and I draw 3 out from up here. These 3 move forward, these 3 move back, and now I'm in the position of actually all 4 aces here and all 4 6s here. However, here is the presentational ploy that you use. You remark that maybe a youngster the other day or somebody said, what if the 6 is up here? Because you remember earlier I explained to my audience that this 6 is to tell us where the 6s are. So I say, well, I move it up there. And remember, wherever this 6 is, of course, are the 6s. And there is your finale, and here are the aces. Once again, the oil and water has separated. If you need to, of course, go through this explanation a couple of times to make sure you have it down. And, of course, watch the presentation over and over again so you have all of the touches down exactly where you want them. A very nice, simplified handling of the oil and water theme.